It was a normal Friday afternoon. We were sitting in our math class, feeling very bored. Everyone was waiting for the bell to ring so we could go home for the weekend. Our teacher, Mr. Harrison, was a very nice man. He saw that we were tired, so he said, "Let's stop studying and play a game on the computer instead." We were all laughing and having fun, trying to guess famous logos like Adidas. Suddenly, a loud voice came over the school speaker. It was the dean, but he sounded very scared. He said, "Teachers, this is a lockdown. This is not a joke. Lock your doors right now." Everyone stopped laughing. Mr. Harrison ran to the door, locked it, and turned off all the lights. He told us to sit on the floor in the corner of the room where no one could see us through the window. Then, all the power went out. It was pitch black. We were so scared that we didn't even want to breathe loudly. After a few minutes, we heard a loud noise in the hallway. A man was screaming at the top of his lungs. He was hitting the metal lockers with his hands. Bang! 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 The noise got closer and closer. Then he started kicking our classroom door. "Open the door! I will find you!" he yelled. 2 girls in my class started crying softly. We stayed as still as statues. Finally, the man walked away. Later, the police came and told us it was safe. We found out that the man was very sick in his mind and had entered the school to hurt people. A janitor found the man's jacket and a big gun in a small closet just a few steps away from our room. The man had run away before the police could catch him. Even today, when I hear a loud bang, I remember that scary day. It was a gray and rainy day in October. We were all in the cafeteria eating our lunch. Suddenly, we heard 4 very loud sounds. Pop! 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 At first, I thought it was just thunder from the rain. But then the teacher started shouting, "Everyone, run to the big hall now!" We were all moved into a very large room with big glass windows. The security guards ran to the windows and pulled the heavy curtains closed so we couldn't see outside. My friend Eric heard a guard talking on a radio. He told us that a man who lived in the house across the street from the school was acting very crazy. He had a gun and was pointing it at the school. A girl named Brandy told us a secret about that man. She said that last year on Halloween, she walked past his house. She saw him standing at his window. He was using his own blood to write on the glass. He wrote, "Stay away or I will hurt you." Brandy thought it was just a scary Halloween decoration, but it was real. The man was very dangerous. We had to stay in that room for 2 hours. It was very crowded and scary. Finally, the police caught the man. They found out he was watching the kids on the playground through a telescope. I'm so glad the police caught him before he could hurt anyone. Now I always stay away from that blue house across the street. I am 22 years old now. I got a job at my old high school fixing computers. My office is in the basement, which is the part of the school under the ground. It is a very quiet place with lots of old boxes and machines. One day, while I was eating my sandwich, the office called me. They said, "Oi, stay in your room. A bad man with a gun is in the school." I turned off my lights and crawled under my big wooden desk. It was very dark and very quiet. Then I heard the heavy basement door open. Someone was walking down the stairs. A man in a red shirt and a black hat walked into my office. He looked at me and said, "Don't be scared. I am just a parent. I am hiding from the bad man too." I felt happy because I thought I had a friend to hide with. But then my phone buzzed. It was a text message from my friend Dave. It said, "Be careful. The shooter is wearing a red shirt and a black hat. He just shot a teacher. Do not let him see you." My heart started beating very fast. The man sitting next to me was the bad man. When he saw me looking at my phone, his face turned very mean. I didn't wait. I jumped up and ran as fast as I could. He fired a gun at me, and I heard the bullet hit a computer near my head. I ran up the stairs and into the arms of the police. They caught him right as he tried to run out behind me. The teacher he shot is okay now, but I will never forget the man in the red shirt. I was working on a science project in the quiet library when the lights flickered and the lockdown started. The librarian, Mrs. Gable, was very brave. She quickly pulled us into a tiny room filled with old books and locked the door with a heavy key. We sat in the dark and watched the shadows moving under the door, feeling the cold air on our faces. We heard heavy boots walking slowly through the library, making a thud, thud, thud sound on the carpet. The person stopped right in front of our door and tried to turn the handle very slowly. When it didn't open, he started whispering to us in a strange, scratchy voice. He said he had candy and toys and just wanted us to open the door so we could play. He sounded like he was trying to be nice, but his voice made my skin feel prickly and scared. We stayed perfectly silent, holding our breath so he wouldn't hear us. He stayed there for what felt like hours, knocking books off the shelves and throwing chairs around the room. I could hear the pages of books ripping, which made me very sad because I love stories. The man started to hum a creepy song while he walked around the big library tables. Every time he came back to our door, he would tap on the wood with his fingernails, tap, tap, tap. It was the scariest sound I had ever heard. I looked at my friends, and we all had our eyes squeezed shut, praying for the police to arrive. Suddenly, we heard the loud, booming voices of the police officers. They shouted, "Police! Don't move!" We heard a loud noise like something falling over, and then it was quiet. When a nice police officer finally opened our door, the library was a mess. There were books everywhere, and the man had used a red marker to draw scary faces on the chalkboard. The librarian gave us all a gold star for being so brave and quiet. Now, the library has a special camera and a new, stronger door that makes a loud beep if it isn't closed properly. I still go there to read, but I always make sure I am sitting near a teacher. During recess on a sunny day, our principal blew her whistle 3 times very loudly. This was our secret signal to run inside immediately. We dropped our toys and rushed to our classroom. Our teacher, Miss Penny, locked the door and told us to hide under our desks like quiet little mice. I saw a dark shadow move past the window and felt very scared. We could hear a police dog barking and people running in the grass outside. It was very strange to have such a quiet playground. Later, the principal told us that a stranger had climbed over our fence. He was hiding in the bushes with a camera and a notebook. He had been watching us play from the woods for a long time. The police caught him and told him he could never come back. To keep us safe, the school built a much taller fence and hired a friendly guard to watch us every day. Now when I play outside, I feel much better knowing someone is looking out for us. It taught me to always listen to the teacher's whistle and stay away from the bushes.